and follows on in behind, but it's going to be cold for us all except for the southwest.
Hello, this is BBC News broadcasting in the UK and around the globe. I'm Annita McVeigh and these are the latest headlines. The United Nations Secretary-General is in Ukraine for further talks on extending a deal to export grain via the Black Sea. Kyiv denies any involvement in reports that a pro-Ukrainian group was behind September's attack on the Nord Stream pipeline.
I think that investigation of official authorities will describe every details, because it's like a compliment for our special forces, but this is not our activity.
The UN's refugee agency criticises the UK's plan to stop migrant boats crossing the Channel, saying the move would break international law, but the government remains defiant.
This is effectively closing off access to asylum in the UK. For people arriving irregularly. We believe it's a clear breach of the Refugee Convention.
They will enable us to take very bold and forward-leaning steps in order to reduce the rights of people to claim and to thwart their removal.
The BBC is to speak to one of its highest-paid presenters, Gary Lineker, after he criticised the government's immigration plans on social media. And a BBC investigation examines online romance scammers, revealing how they con people out of hundreds of millions of dollars. Hello and welcome to BBC News. The UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres is in Ukraine to hold talks with President Zelensky about the continued export of Ukrainian grain. Brokered by the United Nations and Turkey last July and secured with Russia, the deal enabled the shipping of Ukrainian grain from Odessa via the Black Sea through the Bosphorus Strait and Istanbul. But now the deal is up for renewal, and Russia has signalled that before it agrees to anything, it wants more done to lift curbs on its own agricultural exports. Our diplomatic correspondent James Landale is in Kyiv and explained more about Russia's position.
This grain